on this episode of the Sorority Chat podcast.
You do not have to go spend $900 on a dress. So we always encourage girls, shop in your own closet first. Go back in there, see what you have that you might feel comfortable wearing to recruitment. Maybe it was a dress you already wore to just one graduation party, you didn't post in it, you already have it. So start there, and then honestly, have them look through. Like Target has some super cute stuff. Dillard's on sale has some wonderful dresses. You do not have to spend X amount to get a bid because that's not what it's about ultimately.
Hey y'all, and welcome to Sorority Chat. I'm Liz Alexander, a designer and sorority alum who's obsessed with all things Greek life. My mission? To bring you real conversations, smart insights, and fun stories that help make sorority living even better. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfy, and let's chat. Hey Sorority Chatters, welcome back. Joining us this week is Leighton Newberry, founder of Recruitment Ready, and she's also the creative voice behind the Instagram account Cute, Classy, Confident. Through her work as a recruitment consultant, Leighton has helped countless women navigate sorority recruitment with confidence, clarity, and strategy. What I'm loving right now, though, is how she's also taken that expertise and turned it into something practical and empowering through her social media account, Cute, Classy, Confident. On that account, she shares outfit inspiration and style guidance, not just for the recruitment rounds, but also other moments in women's lives. Everything from game days to internships to weddings and special events. Her content is approachable, polished, and rooted in the idea that when you feel confident in what you're wearing, you show up differently. And if running a successful business and helping women nationwide wasn't enough, Leighton is also about to step into a brand new role as a mama to a little baby boy in just a few weeks. So we're going to talk about all of that today. Welcome, Leighton.
Liz, thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored and excited to be on your podcast. I have admired your work for a while, and it feels like a treat just to be on here with you.
Oh, you're very kind. Well, the admiration is mutual. I always love following along with everything you're doing with the recruitment coaching and the style guidance. And as we were talking before we started recording, it's been really fun to also get a peek into your house recently as you're sharing some of that content.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's been so fun just to extend creative outlets and just kind of share a little bit more of interior design in our house and lifestyle and all the things that really inspire me in the world.
I think that's what's fun about social media is you don't have to just be one bucket, right? It doesn't just have to be, oh, I'm an interior designer, or, oh, I'm a recruitment counselor. Like it can be, here are all the facets of me and sharing that. And I think it's a really fun way to connect with folks.
Oh, I totally agree. On the business side of things, I truly believe like staying in your lane and staying hyper-focused on one thing as you're growing a company and brand, but then also allowing yourself to have that creative outlet, sharing design and fashion, and really pursuing different avenues that spark joy on all fronts.
Yes, agree. I love sparking joy, all of those fun things. For those who may not know you yet, let's talk a little bit about your background and what made you get started working in the recruitment space and helping coach women as they're going through that process.
Yeah, absolutely. So I grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee, so one college town, and I went to Auburn University, and I rushed out of state and absolutely loved it. I had a wonderful experience. And through that, I had moms from my hometown just reach out and ask me like, hey, would you help my daughter with her outfits, her resume, conversation prep, just because those skills are something I've always valued and really loved helping others on. So throughout the years, it just grew organically, and moms would come back to me and be like, hey, I heard you're doing this recruitment coaching. And then a couple seasons, it stuck. And I started working with girls across the country. And I will say in 2020, it was a very pivotal year for my business because we helped girls through the pandemic go through recruitment, and I saw definitely an influx in demand for recruitment consulting then. And ever since then, it's just grown, and it's the joy of my life, and I absolutely love it.
That's so good. It's so nice to get to work in a space that you do love the work that you do. And I think you and I are similar in enjoying having connections with the folks that we're working with and building those relationships.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And that was honestly a reason I wanted to have another lifestyle account, because I get to know our clients, and then they graduate college and they're stepping into into marriage. So it's so fun just being able to create a space where I could keep up with them in an appropriate manner and just really watch them thrive even in the post-grad years too.
Okay, so I really hadn't thought about that aspect of it, that it gives you that opportunity to stay connected with the folks that you met as they were going through like freshman year of college. And so that totally tracks. And like, I see that through line now. So talk about what made you launch Cute, Classy, Confident in the first place and like what your thought was behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I really just started it because I wanted another outlet to share things that I love. And again, going back to sparking joy, that's one thing I really want to, implement in my life is adding just more joy, more value to others. So I just wanted a space where I could share some interior designs or maybe some outfits or occasions that didn't make sense for the recruitment ready audience, maybe something like a baby shower outfit, how that doesn't really translate to college girls well. So I wanted a separate space where I could share those kind of things and just a little bit more of the lifestyle content. And in general, I'm a creative person. So I just like having another outlet and avenue to connect and share with girls, women, moms, and especially those past clients like we were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Were you surprised at how well it resonated with the women across the country?
Oh, yes. I'm always surprised. I'm always surprised whenever I link something and people are like, oh, me too. Or I was looking for this as well. Or, oh my gosh, I love your wallpaper. Or, what paint color is that? Because to me, it's just something that inspired me. I picked it and I'm rolling with it. I'm always surprised that people care, I guess. So yeah, it's been really fun just to have like another little outlet and way to connect with others and just share things that I love.
And it looks like you do some events at stores and at different places with brands as well to sort of help women and coach them through stuff. Talk about what it's like to do some of those in-person events.
Oh, yes. I love event planning. So when I first graduated from Auburn University, I was doing recruitment writing on the side, and I was working at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta in their event planning industry. So we were planning the internal, external fundraising events. And Children's Healthcare of Atlanta is the largest children's hospital here in Atlanta. So it came with a lot of high pressure and wonderful opportunity. So I really learned my love and desire of planning events. And so in a smaller capacity, I wanted to translate that over to Recruitment Ready. And one thing that we have is clients all across the country, but obviously I live in Atlanta and our team is in a couple other cities. So we don't always get to meet our girls in person. So these events, they're hosted by a brand, a boutique, or a different company. They hire us to come to their store to speak on recruitment prep or etiquette 101 for high school and college girls. So either avenue we go down, and then we're just the speaker and we facilitate a lovely evening. And I really honestly love events and I love bringing people together, and kind of what you were saying too, like you love connecting with your clients and building out that community aspect. So we've been pretty busy this past month, just with a lot of different events, some virtual, some in person, from Oregon to Florida. We have some coming up in Texas, so kind of all over the place. But there's so much fun and a great way to get to connect with clients and girls.
Yeah, I'm sure. And there's so much there that makes it fun, enjoyable. You talked about etiquette. I'm kind of a geek when it comes to those kinds of things and soft skills. And so what you're doing is work so much beyond just recruitment and so much beyond just, hey, here's a cute dress or like an outfit to wear at bid day. There's a whole lot, like deeper roots, I guess is what I'm saying.
Absolutely. And that's like how I wanted to build Recruitment Ready, around the aspect of the fact that, yes, a happy bid day is our goal, but where my heart really is encouraging girls, reminding them they're good enough. They don't have to change who they are to get a bid into a sorority. We believe in them. And I love watching girls become more confident as they go through recruitment and then they go through the college years. So we take so much more of a holistic approach. And it's so fun when we get to combine events and etiquette and that happy bid day and that mother-daughter moment. There's a lot of factors that go into it. But to your point, yeah, it's so much more than just a bid day, which of course that's the number one goal when it comes to Recruitment Ready, but also just developing those soft skills that you mentioned and the etiquette and all those things that I'm genuinely passionate about really brings it full circle for myself and our team, which is really fun.
Mm-hmm. So the name Cute, Classy, Confident, what does that mean to you personally?
Oh, I love that question. Honestly, I went with the name Cute, Classy, Confident because we kept saying it over on Recruitment Ready. We were like, okay, girls, this is how you want to show up. You want to be cute, classy, and confident. So to me, it's picking something from your outfit, from your life that promotes whether you feel cute or maybe it's something that makes you feel more classy or confident, because I truly believe confident girls can do anything. So anytime I can kind of subtly, maybe link something that helps someone feel more confident or share a really cute orchid that they can put in their kitchen, those kind of different things. I wanted something that could blend lifestyle and not just recruitment prep stuff a little bit.
I love orchids personally. I can't keep them alive at all. Apparently, I have a black thumb, but they're beautiful. And I saw just the other day you were talking about a rental property that you and your husband own, and you were leaving an orchid and some other welcome gifts for your new tenants.
Yes, I love hosting and housewarming gifts and all that kind of thing. And we have new tenants moving in. So I wanted something that could, make them feel more welcome at home. And then I love just sharing that for others. So maybe if they have a guest coming this weekend, they'll feel inspired to go grab a gift for them and kind of just cultivate those moments of community and just inspiration.
That's true Southern hospitality right there, having some hostess gifts and guest gifts on hand.
Trying to, absolutely.
Okay, so let's dig in for some actionable advice when it comes to attire for PNMs to wear during the different rounds of recruitment. Can we walk through each round and one tip that you would give for styling their outfit for that round?
Yes, absolutely. So I think one thing that's interesting about Recruitment Ready, my job in general, is it's multifaceted. So what is appropriate at the University of Oklahoma would honestly not be appropriate at the University of Georgia. So it kind of differs based on university. And I always like to preface my answers with that, just because outfits do kind of vary a little bit school by school. But in general, there's usually a t-shirt round where the university gives girls a cotton t-shirt and they have to wear a cute skirt with it. And so a tip for that is we always tell girls, don't size up when it comes to the t-shirt. Pick your appropriate size, tuck it in, have it look very polished and classy, because it's kind of hard to wear a cotton t-shirt in August when you're sweating, but everyone else is having to do it. So make it look appropriate. You don't want to add any extra fabric to your outfit, and you want it to be, super cute, tucked in. And then also, I love headbands, I love bows, I love cute earring. So encouraging girls to style their outfits, that t-shirt round, just with a little pizzazz with their accessories is definitely something I would suggest there. And then a lot of schools have a sisterhood round where you wear a dress that's similar to a brunch attire dress. And we always tell girls, avoid strapless. If you are blessed up top, then, keep it super classy. Sometimes strapless can look super appropriate on girls. So it kind of really depends on the body type. And that's one thing I love about styling girls is what's great for this girl is going to be totally different for another girl, and honoring that and leaning into what looks best on each girl. I love that aspect of it. But if you're blessed up top, avoid strapless, and then not having it too short, because a lot of girls don't understand that you actually have to sit down sometimes in recruitment rounds. You might be asked to move around in the house a little bit. So there's kind of just some different things that they haven't done recruitment before, so they're not aware of that. And then there's always a preference round, which is the most formal round of recruitment. It's the last round before bid day. And a lot of girls are, they're like, I've never been to a rehearsal dinner, so I don't know what you wear there. Or what does a cocktail dress look like for my age? So it's so fun explaining that to them in a new way. And that's, where we help them pick an elevated outfit that is probably one of the nicer dresses that they have, but it's not a prom dress. So just painting that picture for them, letting them send us ideas that they like, and helping them cultivate their style along the way. And for preference round, you want to keep it super classy. Some schools require black, some require other certain colors, or some you can pick. So just kind of helping expose girls to cocktail attire for the first time is honestly so much fun. And, we help them pick out heels that they can stand in and walk in and all that kind of different things. So definitely just meeting the round it is, and just kind of having outfits that totally represent what's going on for that day of recruitment.
I'm glad that you prefaced it with it varies from campus to campus, because you do see that, and regionally it is different. And it's been so interesting for me to see that specifically on Rush Talk when I'm watching the different campuses go through things. I'm it isn't all just the same. There is a regional vibe and a campus culture that you are, leaning into.
Absolutely. Yes, it's so different. We have a lot of clients too that they live, in California, and they're coming to schools in Texas. I will say that seems to be a big trend right now, is residents in California going to SMU specifically and explaining to them Southern culture and outfits and styling. And on the same end, we have a consultant up in New York on our team. And it's so funny and interesting hearing her say, okay, we're coaching them on what Southern etiquette is and what Southern outfits are. And they're asking us to do this. Like, I would never tell a girl you have to change who you are or where you come from to get a bid. But, they're hiring us to educate them on that. So to your point, yeah, it's different regionally, it's different per campus, and it's honestly fun.
Yeah, I would see that it could be very fun to help everyone. Like you said, the body type, the regional, just educating, like that is something fun to experience and to help like spread the knowledge to somebody else and to educate them. Like you're definitely paying it forward at that point.
We try to. Absolutely. That's like my mission every day. I'm like, okay, how can we add value? And that's why I tell my team, I'm like, where can we add value and where can we help someone feel inspired and really, of course, along the way, build their confidence to do this, to go through recruitment, and then take it for years beyond that.
Definitely. All of those are the building blocks for confidence because then they can walk in the room, they're comfortable in themselves, they can have good conversations. And so with me saying being comfortable with themselves, it brings me back to you're talking about like maybe avoid strapless. Don't go too short. You might have to sit down. Can we talk about comfort? Because as women, I think we tend to go for the clothes that look really fashionable or they're going to photograph really well. And sometimes we forget we need to be comfortable because we're hoofing it around the campus. We are up and down. So talk a little bit about that piece of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I will tell girls, honestly, I'm like, you are going to be uncomfortable at different points because you are wearing a super cute Dillard's, Amanda Pritchard, whatever dress, and you're pouring sweat and you're doing something outside of your comfort zone. So go ahead and just call that out for what it is. You are not going to feel wonderfully comfortable the whole time. But to your point, there are things that you can do to make it a little bit better. And so one thing that girls have per campus usually is a rush bag. So we're like, okay, girls, put some flip-flops in your rush bag that you can wear when you're walking from your dorm to the sorority houses. So you're not hoofing it in heels because that is so uncomfortable. Or, I'm like, get your size, like, especially when it comes to like a strapless bra, those can be so uncomfortable. But if you size up one or maybe size down because it's sliding around, like do your due diligence before you get to college and go shopping with your mom, kind of make it a sweet little mother-daughter moment. So you have some items in your closet you can grab that fit you well, that are comfortable, that you feel classy in because you're going to feel more confident in your conversations in recruitment when your bra strap's not falling down the whole time. So kind of just meeting them with examples and make it very, relative and easy for them to kind of understand what it looks like to pick out outfits that are cute. And then they can also kind of feel comfortable in at times.
Yeah, you're right. You're not going to feel completely comfortable the whole time, but if you can set the foundation with the choices that you're making, you can at least make it less uncomfortable in yourself as you're going through the process.
Absolutely. And that's the goal too, for sure. Yes.
Yeah. What about trends that you're seeing that you're just loving for recruitment coming up this fall?
Okay. Yes. So I'm not wearing them right now, but I'm seeing a lot of dainty earrings, whether they be pearls with like a kind of a long strand or small little diamonds with a long strand. And then one thing that I love to do is watch the trends on what people are buying off of our Shop My, so I can kind of see like what trends are coming forward. And I would say patterns, like a lot of really fun patterns and florals. And I honestly think girls are just trying to find ways to stand out in their outfits. So it's been really fun to see that. Some lemons, some dresses with some cute little lemons on them have been selling pretty well, which is really fun. And I will say too, like a little bit more of a structured fit, not tight, but definitely more structured dresses that kind of lend into that like Jackie O classy vibe with fun patterns is what I'm projecting for recruitment this year, just kind of based on the conversations I've had in client calls and then also what's selling on the Shop My.
Oh, I love that. So I am a lemon girl, and there's an Emily McCarthy dress out right now that has some lemons on it that I have my eye on. And I love the Jackie O silhouettes too. I just think it's just so classy.
Oh, totally. You literally cannot go wrong. And I'm going to have to go on Emily McCarthy's website after this now too, because she's such a wonderful person in general as well.
Right. And just has just some of the best stuff. So yeah, you should go check that out. What about tips for if somebody's trying to manage a budget and just be budget conscious when they're making their decisions for for recruitment? Like, what are your tips for staying budget friendly but still looking polished?
Absolutely. We always lead our style sessions with, you do not have to go spend $900 on a dress. And so I think clearly communicating that so that they feel like their dress that they might already have in their closet is good enough, because so much of it at this age is that social pressure that they feel. So we always encourage girls, shop in your own closet first. Go back in there, see what you have that you might feel comfortable wearing to recruitment. Maybe it was a dress you already wore to just one graduation party. You didn't post in it. You already have it. So start there. And then honestly, have them look through. Like Target has some super cute stuff. Dillard's on sale has some wonderful dresses. So just reminding them that they don't have to spend $900 on one outfit, shop their own closet, and then kind of look around at different sales. Like for example, right now it's spring. So we're having our clients look at spring sales before all the summer stuff comes out. So shop sales, depending on the season, reminding them they do not have to spend X amount to get a bid, because that's not what it's about ultimately.
It's so interesting how social media has influenced how we feel like we have to dress. And it's like, oh, if I was wearing that at this event and photographed in it, I can't wear it again. And to your point, shopping your own closet and maybe just styling it differently, you can really get more mileage out of a piece of clothing.
Absolutely. And just jazzing up with a different accessory, but re-wearing it, adding maybe like a silk scarf or something that kind of makes it look a little different, but still elevated for sure.
Yeah, totally. Even when you were talking about the accessories for like the round where the women are in t-shirts and athleisure skirts, like the earrings and the things that you can do to stand out and to show your personality on top of those things. It kind of reminds me of being in high school and having a school uniform. It was like socks and jewelry and other ways that you start to show up and show your personality well.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
So then let's shift to post-college. So when women are going to weddings or they're interviewing for internships or jobs or going to social events, talk about how you coach people through this or what advice you give them when selecting outfits for those types of things.
Absolutely. So I think that's where we really lean into the classy piece, because I'm like, look, girls, if you are going for your first round interview, prioritize classy over anything else, because you're more likely to land that job. And then say like we have, a girl or a follower that is headed to a wedding as a wedding guest, and she's looking for someone to maybe date or looking to meet a boy. I'm like, okay, let's pick something you feel confident in. Like keep it classy, but then also let's really prioritize feeling confident, because you're going to this wedding as a guest. You don't know who you're going to meet. It's a great opportunity to mix and mingle with others. And so kind of helping them think about the event itself and how they want to show up. How do they want to feel when they show up to that interview, to that date where they might meet a cute boy or the wedding guest? I know too, and one thing at Recruitment Ready is I hire a lot of recent college graduates. And I'm always looking to see what they're wearing in their interview. And is it polished? Does it stand out? So little things like that, reminding them that this is a real world, real people are looking at their outfits, and just kind of giving some tips on the confident piece and then also the classy and kind of how they represent themselves at these different fun things, even beyond college.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice, because when you're feeling confident in yourself and, you're not having to tug at your clothes or worry about, if you're looking messy, I just think you show up better in the conversations and in those experiences. And so that confidence is exuded at that point.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that starts in recruitment, and then it translates to date parties and sorority formals, and then college graduation, internship interviews, all the things. And it just builds upon itself so that they, as they develop and grow, and they have those skills to pick outfits that they feel confident in, for sure.
What would you say if a woman feels unsure about her style? Like, what would be a good starting point for her to sort out what her personal style is?
Absolutely. So I have a couple pieces of advice on that. One thing that is so fun about Recruitment Ready is sometimes we'll have clients come to Atlanta. We'll do a shopping and lunch day. It's something specific they can purchase on our website, and we kind of go explore style together. So we're trying different trends. I'll usually link up with a couple boutiques here. We'll pull different styles, and we have them try it on in person, walk around in the store, see how they feel about it. But if I'm not able to be with them in person and I'm honestly just sharing advice, like maybe over through Instagram, I would encourage girls to just go try a couple different things. Like grab something that leans more preppy, grab something that's a little bit more boho, something more chic. Try it on, keep it at your house for a couple different days, maybe even purchase, take the tags off, go to an event, photograph in it, see how you feel in that, and then kind of alter your future purchases based on how you felt at that wedding or at that event, or when you were just trying it on. So kind of just allowing girls to explore it and not feel like they have to have it all together right now, because I feel like there's so much pressure just to have your own style all built out. And I'd rather encourage girls to pick a couple different things, try them on, and take the pressure off themselves so they don't feel like they have to have it all together immediately.
Yeah, I think that's good. The trial is good. Also, just understanding that as you go through different seasons of life, that style may evolve and change. And so there may be several trial periods that you're going to go through. And so don't feel like you have to pin it down and stick with it forever.
Absolutely. And, trends change and seasons change and all that kind of thing. So I totally think that's great advice. Absolutely.
What about old people if they want to come shop with you? I want to come shop and try
Oh my
things
gosh, you're
on.
not old, but yes, no, absolutely. I've helped style some moms too, that they were really wanting to look super classy at their daughter's graduation. They came and we did some shopping too. So one, you're not old. Two, everyone is welcome. And it would be so much fun to shop together.
You're very kind. I'm a shopper. I have been a shopper since birth. Mom would always take me to the mall with her. And I think it just like ingrained in me. I just really enjoy shopping. And so when someone says they don't like it, I'm like, the horror, like, how can I help? We need to change this because there's so much fun to be found in going shopping and trying things on.
Totally agree. And to your point too, it's fun, like cultivating that mother-daughter moment and that experience and the memories that come around it, which is really sweet.
Yes. One of my like core memories from childhood is there was a department store called Bacon's and they would do midnight madness sales. And so it would be a very late night sale. And I just thought it was so cool when I would get to go to that with my mom because I got to stay up late and we got to go spend money and come home with gobs of clothes.
It's so fun. Yeah, it reminds me of like the Black Friday craze in person that used to be a thing. Yes, yeah, it's so
yeah,
fun.
It was kind of like that same vibe. So yeah, it was always a blast to do that. Do you ever do anything associated with House of Color? Are you familiar with them?
Is that where you get your colors done?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I've had a couple of people suggest that to our brand and company. I haven't had the capacity to explore that quite yet, but I've heard really good things about it.
So I had my colors done. I loved it. And I like swear by it because now I just keep them with me. And so when I'm shopping, it really helps guide my choices. But then I also did a style class. And so just based on my body type and my personality, I was able to kind of hone in even more on specific things that look best on me and that reflect me the best. And so it kind of goes in tandem with what you're talking about with the personal shopping. And so that was very influential for me because now I may try something on that catches my eye and then quickly be like, yes, it works because of these factors, or no, it doesn't work because it doesn't meet this. And then I just walk away and, I don't worry about it. And I'm not coming home with things that I never end up wearing out on myself.
Wait, I love that. And I think that helps the shopper or the girl or, whatever, the mom make educated decisions on her style. So it takes away that overwhelm of, does this look good on me? Is this flattering? To your point, I think shopping for your body type too is so key in feeling more confident and like owning your own style, not feeling you have to wear what everyone else is. So yeah, that's definitely something I need to explore in the future.
I've learned that like I can appreciate a fashion trend, but it may just not be for me. I may just admire it on others and think it looks cute and just know my lane and where I need to live to look my best, which then translates to your point to the confidence.
Yeah, no, I love that. And that's so empowering and such a great way to kind of navigate style. So,
all right, switching gears. You're due, in a few weeks?
Yes, May 17th. So 37 weeks now. He really could come whenever. So excited. And yeah, first child, not sure what we're getting into. I'm excited to be a working mom. I think one thing that brings me so much joy is Recruitment Ready. So navigating being a founder, being an owner, leading our team, meeting with our clients, like that's still a high priority of mine. And I'm so excited to continue that, growth trajectory while also having a baby too. So it'll be fun. And I'm really excited and honored to take on this new season with my husband and just, looking forward to it.
Yes, I know. Such a new adventure. How has it started to shape like your perspective on business? Or, you don't know until you get into it what life will be like, but I'm sure knowing you're starting to plan and figure out how to adapt and make sure that you've got your mom time and you've got your business time.
Yes. So I truly have the most amazing team at Recruitment Ready ever. And so we have the people in place to continue our growth trajectory. Lord Lord willing. And I'm not worried about that. I think more than anything, I'm just excited to see how the other girls that work for Recruitment Ready will get to step into more leadership and give them that opportunity. But I just booked a speaking event out in San Francisco a couple months after I have my child for Recruitment Ready. So I'm so excited too, just to bring him along and keep things moving. So we'll see how it goes. I feel like I don't have all the answers to this because I haven't had them yet, but I'm excited and I hope I can inspire other girls and women to be a working mom too, and that you can do both and there's no perfect balance, but there's grace on both sides. And I'm really excited to kind of hopefully share that message with others that you can do both and you can be successful in business and also be a wife and a mom if you feel called to that, a friend, a daughter, and all those things. So I'm excited to add a new title to my resume, if you will.
Yes, it will be fun to watch. And I mean, you will be an inspiration. Women will see how you're navigating it, and you'll be a role model for them in that way and balancing the different roles.
Oh, I can only hope so. I have a lot of inspiring women in my life around me who have done similar things. So I'm hoping to learn from them and just gain wisdom from others and see how it goes.
Well, and I know your husband's an entrepreneur as well, right?
Yes. He's a faith-based business coach. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I thought. So I think about your son and like having two parents that are entrepreneurs and carving their own way. And like, that's its own set of inspiration. And so I think it'll be just really cool to watch y'all as you grow and you navigate all of this.
Thank you. That is so positive. And truly, I appreciate the inspiration and the kind words because I have no idea what I'm getting into. But my husband's an amazing person and we're going to figure it out. And I'm so excited.
Yes, I know that you will. All right, let's move into some fun rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
Just all about fashion. You ready?
Okay. Love.
Heel or sneakers?
Oh, heel. I love an elevated leg look. Yes, heel.
Okay. Favorite go-to outfit when you need to feel confident fast?
Oh, I would say a Hill House midi dress because I feel like they're just so flattering on all different body types.
Oh, that's a good one. And you got that one quick.
I know what I feel more confident in, especially in this season.
Yeah, that's true. One wardrobe item every college woman should own.
A little black dress because you never know if you're going to get asked on a date or hopefully not have to attend a funeral or just have something on hand where it's in your closet and you're ready to go to wear it.
Yep, very versatile. Favorite place to shop for recruitment outfits?
Oh, that's hard. I love Lilly Pulitzer. I think there are some really fun pieces there that are not just their bold prints. They also have other things. When we've done some collaborations and events with them in Palm Beach, and I got to see their spreadsheet for the upcoming styles, and they have some really cute stuff. I've referenced it a couple times, but I love Dillard's. I think what Alexander Dillard is doing at Dillard's is really, in their team, is really impressive, and they have some great price points. So it's hard to pick just one for that one.
I know that wasn't a fair question, but you did well. And I agree, both Dillard's and Lilly are doing really great stuff right now. I'm loving, to your point, the more like textured or just bright solids that Lilly Pulitzer is doing, as opposed to the bolder prints, because I think it makes the pieces more versatile.
Absolutely. They have some really fabulous things and it's so timeless and classy. Yeah. Love.
And the quality is really good too, which I think is positive. All right. Last one. 3 words to describe your personal style.
Oh gosh. The first thing that came to mind is cute, classy, confident, but I would say cute and classy and then also just kind of curated for the occasion. I love wearing blue and white. I love wearing green and white. And I love kind of that Jackie O timeless look. I try honestly not to look at the current trends all the time, but more lean into what I love, which is always just something a little bit more on the timeless piece side of things for sure.
Yeah, well, I think that's great. Leighton, I enjoyed getting to talk with you today. If folks want to follow along with all that you're doing, tell them how to find you.
Yes, so they can follow along at recruitment.ready, and that is the recruitment consulting, coaching, and etiquette business. And then also Cute, Classy, Confident is more of the lifestyle and everyday styling, interiors, and just inspiration account that they could follow there.
Well, that is perfect. I'm so glad that we were able to get this recording in before baby boy arrives, and I'm excited to share the conversation with everyone.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you so much for having me. This has truly been an honor.
Welcome to Liz's House Hot Takes. This is where I take the lessons I've learned over the last 16 years of designing Greek houses and offer you my pro tips. Here's today's house hot take. Scale matters. A tiny rug under giant sofas makes the room feel off. Undersized art floats awkwardly on a wall. When in doubt, go bigger. Sorority houses need appropriately scaled pieces to feel finished. These rooms are typically large and often have high ceilings. Going too small in scale will instantly be noticed when members and guests walk into rooms. Thanks for listening to another House Hot Take. For more inspiration, check out the PDR Interiors Instagram or TikTok. I'm Liz Alexander, and this is the Sorority Chat podcast. Catch you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. And if you got something out of today's conversation, we'd love for you to leave us a 5-star review. It helps us reach more listeners just like you. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to check out this video right here or this one over here. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. I'm Liz Alexander, and this is the Sorority Chat podcast. Catch you next time. This podcast is produced by Collier Landry for Don't Touch My Radio. Copyright Liz Alexander.